Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got a little box unboxed today. This is a little reptile shipment that we got. Got 2 reptile shipments this week and a little freshwater shipment. Let's see what's in the box. Very first things out of the box, we have a little snake. Hello little buddy. It's a red-tail boa. And that's a baby red-tail boa. Remember that guy can be pretty good size. Big female red-tail boa is going to run 16 feet. A male, maybe more like 9, but not a small snake by any means. Next out of the box, we have some frogs. Got a couple frogs on this order. These are baby fire-bellied toads, the real fire-bellied toads, not the yellow-bellied fire-bellied toads. Able to get some of those. We do still have some yellow bellies too, so got some really cool frogs. Speaking of which, got some more to share. These guys are called northern glass frog. A couple different varieties, the giants, the northerns. I don't know how many different varieties of glass frog there are, but all of them have that same ability to see their little bellies. Look, you can totally see their bellies through their guts through their bellies. What a cool frog. Anyway, nice little batch of those guys. Also got some bugs. These are some millipedes. Should have some, yep, there's scarlet millipedes in there. And I thought I was getting bumblebees, but apparently not. We do have some baby bumblebees in that were bred locally. They're really tiny. And then these are not tiny. These are the Texas Golds, which are really nice and big. A little bit cold right now, but they'll warm up. Fantastic order of bugs. The last thing out of this little box is something we absolutely are excited to see and hard to find. This is a little baby musk turtle. Thought I was getting 2, but apparently we only got 1. So 1 baby musk turtle for us all to fight over. I would have bought 10, but they had 2, and then apparently they only shipped me 1. So that's a razorback musk turtle, and that's that for that box. We're back. We got another box of reptiles here. I think most of these guys slither, and we also got in some fruit flies. I'll show them to you just because I'm so excited to have them back in stock. I hate it when we run out of things that we can't be out of, and we're not anymore. First thing out of this box, we have a very beautiful little slitherer. Hello, little buddy. This is a high white pied albino ball python. Absolutely beautiful. They actually marked it for me. Yeah, albino pied ball python. Look at that, with tags. Nobody ever puts tags on things anymore. Drives me crazy. Next is another albino python. This is a low white pied. Got a stupid good deal on this guy, and he's not a small baby either. Nice looking little fella. All white or low white pied ball python. Let's see, got some other snakes in here. First in is another ball python. This is a pinstripe ball python. Take a look at that guy. Juvenile. To tell me anything else, doesn't say boy or girl, but that's a little juvenile ball python. And here's another one. It's a pinstripe also, but they called this one a lemon blast. It really does have a gorgeous pattern on it. So a couple really nice pattern balls in today, go along with some other balls we have back there. A couple other snakes in here. This little fella's so cute. I got one of these last week, sold them out right away, had to have another. This is Mexican black king snake. All black, no little speckles of white on them at all, I don't think. She's very pretty. And last out of this box is a little milk snake. This is an albino hybrid, actually. It's a Pueblan / Nelson milk snake, but it's the albino. Gorgeous, gorgeous little snake. And that's it for snakes. We did have, I promised you, fruit flies, so I'll show you some fruit flies. Let's move over here, little fellas. There we go. Oh, don't drop the stack of snakes. All right, there we are. Fruit flies. Gotta have them. All right, that's that for that. And now the fish. We got a few boxes of fun stuff, restocked and otherwise here. Let's see what we got in the box. First thing up is a pleco, great big green phantom. Great big is only in comparison to what we normally get. They can get 8 inches. This guy looks like it's 2.5, 3 inches. So very nice looking L200 green phantom pleco. Here is a very cool little fish. This is a black ghost knife. Monster in the making. They can be 14 inches, so make sure you plan for that. Speaking of monster, these are black calvus, jumping all over the place. Pipaka. Black calvus are a large Tanganyikan cichlid. Oh wow, look at you, flat flyer. Wow, talk about big plecos this week. He's a little more expensive than the ones we usually get, but he's also almost full size. That's a flat flyer pleco. They only get about 5 inches, and that guy's got to be 3.5, 4. So nice fish. On the other side, we have tiny, tiny little fish. These are Phoenix rasboras, nice for your nano tanks. Small little mouths, can cohab with shrimp, maybe even. Hey, look at that. We got some healthy looking Rummynose this week. Hopefully these guys will tank well and hold up. Been having a hard time getting Rummynose to here in good shape. Hopefully it'll be through this bad shipping stretch we've had. Fun little guys. These are African dwarf frogs, not fish, but very fun. Good for any community tank. Next is some large cardinals. Double check me. Yep, those are cardinals. They're all blanched out, so it's hard to tell in the bag. No tag. There is a tag. Yes, cardinal tetras. I do know my fish. Cardinals and neons look an awful lot the same when they're all blanched from shipping, but those were cardinals. Nice size on those too. Marble hatchet fish, restock on these guys. Tried getting those in over the break and had a bit of a hard time with those too, but now we have a nice selection of rummies and marble hatchets and cardinals, all for the Tetra special. All your Tetras. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. These are not a Tetra, but very cool fish. These are a dinosaur biker eel or a bichir or polypterus or a pleptus, whatever you want to call them. They are cool. They get up to about 2 feet, so not appropriate for smaller fish, but very, very cool fish. Commonados, got to have them for your planted tank. Came in pretty small again this time. Commonados are one of the best things for eating diatoms, actually. The brown algae that grows flash in newer tanks or on your plants, that would be diatoms. Another tiny fish, this is the pea puffer, or a bunch of pea puffers, that is. Pea puffers look like they'd be a great little community fish. My experience is they're not a good choice for community, though you'll get varying opinions on that. As a species fish, they're very cool. Speaking of species fish, these are some plecos galaxy koi bettas. Came in fantastic, and those ought to make for a very cool betta tank. Somebody's calling me and asking if I had ranchus. Here they are, little guys. They're calico ranchus. We have some of the other red and white ones over there too, on the small side on both of those guys. But very, very fun goldfish. That's all I think we have for goldfish this week. Black phantoms, another Tetra for the Tetra special. Love the black phantom, very dimorphic. Males and females look quite a bit different on those guys. Next is some blue rams, another thing that took it on the nose last week. I got a nice batch of blue rams. Gotta love those guys. They like warm water. A little bit sensitive, but very, very worthwhile. These two guys too, another type of ram. These are Altipinosa, the Microgeophagus altipinosa, which is the Bolivian ram. Apparently these are tank raised. Usually we get them wild caught, so that was kind of fun to note. And last for this box is some kuhli loaches, nice long stringy banded kuhli loaches. Gotta love them. Little kuhli loaches only get to about 2.5, maybe 3 inches long, but they're always a tiny fish. Except for I once was received a batch of them that were some kind of odd species, like big around as my pinky. They were huge. So there are lots and lots of types of kuhli loaches, of which we only ever see about 5 or 6 different species on their regular, though every once in a while we'll get a surprise. Not this week. Another black ghost knife, got that guy in there. That's another baby. Here are some gold barbs. Got in some wild ones a couple weeks ago. They look fantastic and big, about 2 inches on those guys. These guys are only about 1 inch. They will get that big. And the brighter gold, these are the tank race ones. Zipper kuhlis, they're a tinier version of a kuhli loach. So we said lots of types of kuhli loaches. There's another variety that we do get. Here are some small red-tailed hemiotis. I was going to mistake those for denison barbs because I never see the hemiotis this small, but very cute. They're actually a Tetra, so you can do them on the Tetra special if you like. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. Very cool fish. Moonlight Grommy. Moonlight Grommies are a silver, pretty mellow version of the Grommy family, so pretty cool fish. Neon Tetras. Gotta love us some Neon Tetras. We keep lots and lots of Neon Tetras on hand. Looks like we got small ones this week. Usually we order the large ones. Here's the masonite cichlid, opposite end of the floor. These guys go in the African cichlid selection, which we're sitting amongst the Africans right here. The Africans, of course, very much bigger, more aggressive fish. Make sure you have the appropriate tank for them. Green tiger barb, a perennial favorite around here. Those guys have such bright, beautiful colors. Tiger barbs can be a little on the nippy side, but with the right group of fish and a big group, they can be a really great addition to a community tank. Let's clear some room here. Got one more box of fish to unload here. Let's see what kind of excitement comes out of the box. Always something exciting, right? Corys. These are false banded, or the millenni corys. Corydoras millenni. We just called them bandit, and the other one's the other bandits, but okay. More corys. These are the peppered or palliatus corys. Who dies with the most corys wins, and we have a lot of them to share. More African cichlids. This is a bumblebee, or the crabro pseudotropheus. Siamese algae eaters, great on your blackbeard algae, one of your better choices for that if you have a little bit bigger tank. They do fine in there. Sunset honey gourami, or sunset honey dwarf gourami. Those guys are dwarf, meaning only about a 3-inch gourami. Remember, gouramis are a big fish. A lot of them get 5, even 7 inches, or even more. Dwarf gouramis usually max out around 3. Nice long twig cats. These are Farowalla vittata, the twig cat. They can get 10 inches or more. Great on algae, actually. One of the better choices, other than like a bushy-nosed pleco. Here's another tetra. This is the black neon tetra. Looks silver in the bag, but they're a little blanched. Black neons are another great version of a schooling tetra. And last thing out of the box is some black lyre tail mollies. Some of them have some gold in them, but those are mollies for you. And that's it for this week's order.